Hi guys, magandang araw po sa inyong lahat. Ito naman pong muli ang inyong lingkod, si DIY KKB Informative. At ang matutunghayan po natin ngayon ay sa lower house sa Kongreso. Patungkol po ito doon sa House Resolution number 1562 na nagsasaad doon sa kanilang resolution ay ang pagsuporta sa Speaker of the House ng mga kongresistang ito. So, suporta nila na hindi po ito naglalayo dun sa House Resolution number 1414 nang tinawag ni dating Pangulong Rodrigo Roa Duterte na ang Kongreso ay rotten. Yung bulok raw. Ganun. So, nung panahon na yon, yung House Resolution number 1414 ay nagkaisa sila na sinasaad doon na hindi sila bulok. Hindi sila bulok na kongreso kasi binoto nga sila ng bawat distrito nila. So, dito naman, House Resolution number 1562, if I'm not mistaken guys, ito naman ay pagsuporta umuli sa Speaker of the House na si Martin Romualdez na Speaker of the House. So, yun. So, kasi, ang nangyari po dito guys, ay umalma ang Senado dahil nga itong People's Initiative na tinatawag na di umano ay hindi pinagbigay alam sa mga senador yung kanilang balakin patungkol dito sa People's Initiative. Idinideny naman nila na sila ay merong kinalaman doon sa People's Initiative na pirmahan. Sino kaya? Sino kaya ang may pakulo nun? So, dito, tunghayan natin guys kung ano yung mga, kasi boboto sila dito. Ibibigay nila ang kanilang saganang katwiran nila kung bakit sila susuporta sa Speaker of the House kay Martin Gomez Romualdez. So, tunghayan po natin guys kung sino-sino itong mga kongresista na mga sumusuporta doon sa House Bill number 1562. If I'm not mistaken guys alam niyo naman ng lolo nyo, medyo bingi-bingi na rin. Pero ito yon, yung pagsuporta. Dahil nga, sumagot sila dun sa sinasabi ng mga senador patungkol dito sa paratang sa kanila na sila yung nagsulong ng People's Initiative. Di po natin alam guys. Kasi medyo magulo nga, hindi sila nag-explain ng maliwanag. Pa-English pa sila dito. Paano naman kami? Paano naman kaming salat sa kaalaman patungkol dyan sa English? Diba? Medyo nakakaano po yon para sa aming mga hindi gaanong magaling umintindi ng English. Tayo naman po ay nasa Pilipinas. Di po ba? So anyway, yun po matutunghayan nyo dito ang kanilang mga kanya-kanyang paliwanag. At merong mahaba ang paliwanag, may maiksi ang paliwanag. Tunghayan nyo po ang mga sinasabi nila. At ewan ko kung ito'y mga sumisip-sip sa ating Speaker of the House. Hindi ko po alam guys Ako po ay nagsusuri lang. Kasi po, nung ako'y nasa mababang paaralan ng aming eskwelahan dito sa aming lugar, nung ako po ay nasa ikalimang baitang, ay meron din naman po akong teacher na binobola-bola para makuha yung atensyon niya. Ganito po ang ginagawa ko para ako'y makuha ko ang atensyon niya at kumbaga maging favorite niya ako. Ganon. So, sinasabi ko sa teacher ko ganito, Ma'am, bakit? Sabi niya gano'n. Bakit? Bata. Sabi niya gano'n. So, sasabihin ko, Ma'am, ang ganda naman ng hair nyo. Ang ganda ng hairdo nyo. Naka-straight. Natural po ba yan? Wow! Siyempre, mapapangiti ng lihim yung teacher ko. Sabi niya, oo, natural to. Maganda ba? Sasabihin niyo, oo ma'am, maganda. Ang ganda nyo po dyan sa buhok nyo. Sasabihin, magpapasalamat po yun. Salamat naman. At hindi pa doon nagtapos yun guys. Kasi, siyempre, gusto ko makuha ang attention niya. Sasabihin ko, ma'am, at ang ganda-ganda ng makeup nyo. Sabihin ko gano'n, kahit alam kong hindi naka-makeup. Sabihin niya, hindi ako naka-makeup, natural to. Ganun po ba? Hindi nyo na pala kailangan gumastos sa makeup kasi natural pala yung inyong muka. Napakakinis, napakaputi, ang ganda-ganda nyo, ma'am. Ganon. So, ngiti na naman siya ng lihim kasi, kumbaga, binibigay ko yung magagandang salita patungkol doon sa kanyang sarili. So, hindi pa nagtapos yun doon. Sasabihin ko pa, ma'am, at ang tangos-tangos ng iling nyo, ang ganda-ganda, bagay na bagay sa mukha nyo. Siyempre, sabi nung teacher, ano ka ba? Medyo magagalit siya. Ano ka ba? Pango nga ako eh. At sabi ko sa sarili ko, ay mali pala yung aking pagpupuri sa teacher ko. Teka, ibahin ko. Sabihin ko, ma'am, alam niyo po ba na ang pango ay isang kagandahan bilang isang Pilipino?
Amazing!
Diba? Sabihin ko sa kanyang ganon. So, nung sabihin ko sa kanyang ganon na ang mga pango ay isang pagiging maganda bilang isang Pilipina. Mangingiti ngayon yun. Siyempre, maganda uli ang marinig niya eh. Ganon po, guys. So, at hindi pa natatapos yun. Hahabaan ko pa yung explanation ko, papuri sa kanya. Sabihin ko pa, ma'am, ang ganda-ganda ng damit nyo. Kahit uniform niya sa eskwelahan, kayo mga teachers, talagang very neat kayo. Very neat and clean. Wow! Ngingiti na naman yun. At sasabihin, oo. Ito nga isang linggo ko nang hindi nalalaban eh. Ganun ba ma'am? Sasabihin ko pang ganun. Ganun ba ma'am? At tapos sa isip ko, kaya pala bantot-bantot mo na ma'am. Hindi, kidding aside guys. Pero sabihin ko sa kanya, ma'am, kaya pala ang bango-bango nyo pa kahit na hindi nyo nilalaban yung uniform nyo. Kayo'y very neat and clean. Yun, yung mga ganong bagay na pagpupuri sa aking guro nung ako'y nasa mababang paaralan, nasa ikalimang baitang doon sa aking eskwelahan, ganun po akong sumipsip sa aking teacher. Minsan nga, inaabang ako na yung teacher ko. Sabi ko, ma'am, dadating yung teacher ko bago pa lang papasok sa paaralan. Sabihin ko na, abang ako na yun. Tapos may mga labit siya. Ma'am, ako na po ang maglalabit ng inyong mga bag, yung inyong mga folder. Siyempre, isa sa pagsisip-sip yun. So, kaya ako nabanggit, ano kaya itong mga ito sa haba-haba ng kanilang mga explanation, pwede naman sabing ako'y sumasang-ayon dyan sa Resolution 1562, pahabain pa nila yung explanation nila. Pero hindi natin alam kung sumisip-sip sila o hindi. Basta yun lang ang aking sariling pagsusuri dito. At na-explain ko na nga sa inyo kung paano ako sumipsip sa teacher ko nung ako'y elementarya pa lang. At hanggang sa ako'y maging mapunta sa mataas na paaralan doon sa high school. So, yun guys. So, ito hindi ko maintindihan kung bakit napakahaba-haba na explanation lang. English pa. Pasintabi po mga kongresista na sana naman magtagalog din kayo kasi kami hindi naman lahat ng Pilipino ay matatas umintindi ng English. So, paano kung papanoorin kayo ng taong bayan? Hindi, nga na kami, kagaya ko, ang hina-hina ko sa English. So, yun po guys. Tungayan natin guys kung ano ang masasabi nila patungkol dito sa House Resolution number 1562 na ang nagsasad dito sa aking pagkakaintindi po, correct me if I'm wrong, ay yung pagsuporta nila sa leadership nitong Speaker of the House dito sa Kongreso. So, sinusuportahan nila at magagandang araw ang kanyang mga ginagawa patungkol sa kanilang institusyon dito sa lower house. So, ito na po guys. At bago tayo magsapol, ang haba na ng ko yung sapol pa. No? Kanina pa ako nagsasapol. Ay, ako po nagpapasalamat sa aking mga viewers at lalong-lalo na sa aking mga subscribers na patuloy na sumusuporta sa ating YouTube channel, DIY KKB Informative. Maraming salamat. Maraming salamat po sa inyong lahat. At lalong-lalo na rin po dun sa aking mga bagong subscribers. Salamat po. Ako po ay sumasaludo sa inyo. Bulul-bulul na, lolo. Ito na po. Baka ma-continue pa yung bulul-bulul ko.
Session resumed. Majority Leader, please.
Mr. Speaker, I move to consider House Resolution number 1562 and direct the Secretary General to read the title of the resolution.
Thank you, Majority Leader. Is there any objection? The Chair hears none. The Secretary General is directed to read the title of House Resolution number 1562. Secretary General.
House Resolution number 1562. Resolution expressing unwavering solidarity and support to the leadership of the Honorable Speaker, Ferdinand Martin G. Romualdez, and upholding the integrity and honor of the House of Representatives in the face of intense assault from the Senate in violation of the principle of inter-parliamentary courtesy and undue interference in the performance of its legislative and constituent functions.
Maraming salamat, Majority Leader.
Yun, suporta nga raw
Mr.
sa
Speaker,
Speaker.
I move to recognize Senior Deputy Speaker Aurelio Dong Gonzales Jr. to sponsor the measure.
Yan.
Senior Deputy Speaker Aurelio Dong D. Gonzales Jr. is recognized to sponsor the measure. Please proceed, sir.
Pagkakalam ko, yan yung pumalit
Thank you,
kay
Mr. Speaker.
Gloria Macapagal Arroyo.
Esteemed members and distinguished colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, magandang hapon po. Today, I stand before you with a heart full of resolve and a voice echoing the collective sentiment of this august chamber in the midst of Senate's accusations and confrontational stance. We affirm our unwavering solidarity and support to the leadership of the Honorable Speaker Ferdinand Martin Gomez Romualdez and uphold the integrity and honor of the House of Representatives. Mr. Speaker, in the course of the performance of our legislative duties, it is a matter of course that we encounter diverse opinions and perspectives. These are vital to our parliamentary process and healthy sign of a vibrant democracy. However, recent events have cast a dark shadow over the decorum and mutual respect that should define the relationship between our co-equal legislative bodies. The unfounded allegations hurled by some members of the Senate on the issues surrounding the People's Initiative are direct violation of inter-parliamentary courtesy and undermine the independence and integrity of the House of Representatives. My honorable colleagues, we must, as one body, rise in defense of the leadership and dignity of our institution against these ridiculous allegations. Unsubstantiated, and they are, which foster a climate of mistrust that is detrimental to our nation's progress. And it is imperative that we denounce these underhanded tactics that erode public trust in our parliamentary processes. By approving resolution of both houses number 6, we sought to amend our constitution and make our beloved Philippines a more investor-friendly and globally competitive country. This initiative, in support of President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr.'s agenda, was conducted with the utmost legal and procedural integrity. We have no involvement in the signature drive to amend the Constitution, and it was, in fact, initiated by a private organization. We, however, respect the people's initiative as it clearly manifests the essence of our country's democratic process. Mr. Speaker, my dear colleagues, in the face of these unfounded indictments, the Speaker has bravely defended the integrity and honor of the House of Representatives. Yet, he continues to call upon our honorable members to be discerning while observing mutual difference to a co-equal legislative body. Through House Resolution number 1562, not only do we express our support to the leadership of the Speaker, but we likewise reaffirm our commitment to the principles of respectful dialogue and adherence to interparliamentary courtesy. We stand as one as House, one voice, rejecting divisiveness and dedicating ourselves to the pursuit of harmony and cooperation between our legislative houses. Both houses of Congress share the noble purpose of crafting a better future for our nation. It is with this shared responsibility that I call upon everyone to stand together as one and reaffirm our commitment to work for the betterment of the Filipino people. Now, it is the time for us to unite and address these challenges. I implore you to support the adoption of this resolution with a sense of urgency and in the spirit of unity. Let us defend the integrity of our institution. Give our full, unwavering support to the Speaker and ensure that we continue to serve the people with the honor and dedication they deserve. Let us move forward with dignity and unwavering commitment to uphold the democratic peoples that binds us. Sa inyo pong lahat, Maya Pagkatpanapon, dakal pong salamat. Maraming salamat po sa inyong lahat.
Ayan, komentohan po natin. Komentohan natin yan. So, yun guys. So, dito nga, nagpaliwanag siya na suportado niya ang House Bill number 1562 na sila'y nagkakaisang muli bukod pa dun sa House Bill 1414 na sinabi ko nga sa inyo yung patungkol ito dun sa tinawag silang rotten ng ating dating Pangulong Rodrigo Roa Duterte. So ito, House Bill 1562 ay sinusuportahan nila ang Speaker of the House dahil nga sabi nga niya nagkaroon ng violation ang mataas na kapulungan itong mga senador ng violation of interparliamentary na sinasabi niya. Kasi equal ano sila equal power ng gobyerno ang House of Representative at ang House of Senate. So yun, nagkaroon raw siya ng violation ang mga senador. Kaya siya tumindig at sumusuporta siya sa House Bill 1562 na kanilang sinusulong ngayon. So, kasi ang paratang sa kanila, allegedly, ay yung PI, yung PI na yan, People's Initiative. Dahil maraming ang kumakalat na pirmahan, di umano, at ang nagbabayad pa di umano ng pera bago pumirma o pagkatapos pumirma. So yun po ang kumakalat na balita dito sa ating bansang Pilipinas. So sinabi niya dito na wala silang kinalaman doon at ang kanyang pagkakabanggit dito ay mga pribadong organisasyon yon. So alam niya na mga pribadong organisasyon yung lumalagana. Pero kung pribadong organisasyon yun, this is sana, nagkakaroon na nga ng divisive patungkol din dun sa tagpong yun. So sana man lang, piniit na nila. Di po ba? Yun po ay aking sariling pagsusuri. Nagsusuri lang po tayo dito sa pangyayaring ito. So yun na sinabi niya, medyo mahaba pero okay lang. English, pero naintindihan natin ang bahagya yung kanyang mga sinabi. So, kahit na tayo salat sa kaalaman sa English, tayo po ay nakakaunawa naman ng bahagya. So, ituloy po natin. Meron pang isang representante na magsasalita. Ito po.
Majority Leader, please.
Mr. Speaker, I move to recognize Representative Luis Raymond L. Ray Villafuerte Jr. of the 2nd District of Camarines Sur for his manifestation.
Representative L. Ray Villafuerte, 2nd District of Camarines Sur, is recognized. Please proceed, sir.
Esteemed Speaker, respected members of the House, and valued citizens of our nation, today, as the leader of the National Unity Party, I address this august body to voice our steadfast support for the resolution that stands as a bulwark against the recent actions of the Senate against its co-equal legislative chamber in our country. This resolution symbolizes our unwavering commitment to uphold the sanctity and autonomy of the House of Representatives. The heart of this resolution lies in the core principles of our core democratic governance as enshrined in Article 17 of our Constitution. In its pursuit of national development, in keeping with the vision of President Marcos Jr., this House, under the leadership of Speaker Martin Romualdez, has responsibly embarked on an initiative to rid our Constitution of its anachronistic economic provisions that have barred the inflows of foreign direct investments commensurate with our status as one of Asia's fastest-growing economies pre- and post-pandemic. The passage of resolution of both houses, number 6, is a crucial step towards this endeavor, reflecting our collective resolve to steer our nation towards a more vibrant and prosperous future. As this happened, our country witnessed the initiative by people's organizations and civic groups endeavoring to gather public support for constitutional amendments. Regrettably, Mr. Speaker, though this commendable initiative from the grassroots has been clouded by severe allegations from certain senators, casting aspersions on the integrity of this House and its esteemed members who have surprisingly and unfortunately become the subject of a Senate inquiry. These public hearings, Mr. Speaker, contravene inter-parliamentary courtesy and reek of undue interference by members of one chamber in the official acts of legislators belonging to the other. In a bicameral setup, such as what we have in the Philippine Congress, respect, civility, and decorum among members of both chambers forbid legislators belonging to one body to be investigating those of the other, and more so when there is actually nothing to investigate about such peers. There is no room for such a breach in the spirit of bicameralism, as members of the Senate and the House are co-equals in our national legislature. Co-equals, Mr. Speaker. The NUP, while championing transparency and the ethos of accountability, believe that the approach adopted by senators exceeds the bounds of constructive scrutiny and ventures into the realm of undue disparagement. Such actions not only compromise the decorum expected between co-equal branches of government, but also impinge upon the honor and autonomy of this House. In these testing times, Mr. Speaker, Speaker Ferdinand Martin Romualdez has chosen wisely to remain above the fray, exemplifying astute leadership and navigating the turbulent political waters with grace and an unwavering commitment to uphold the principles of mutual respect and independence between the two legislative chambers of our Congress. United under the credo of one house, one voice, we stand in solidarity with our Speaker, repudiating baseless allegations and safeguarding the dignity and sovereignty of this institution. With this resolution, the National Unity Party affirms and reaffirms its alliance with Speaker Martin Romualdez and the legislative agenda of the President in his vision for a peaceful and prosperous nation. We vehemently object to the Senate's contentious methods which undermine not only the cooperative ethos essential for effective governance, but also erode the trust of our citizenry in the Congress in particular, and for our democratic processes in general. We advocate for a restoration of dignified discourse and a recommitment to the principles of interchamber respect and courtesy, and the continuous pursuit of a close and harmonious working relationship between the Senate and the House for the greatest good of our people. The National Unity Party wholeheartedly endorses this resolution, and we pledge to defend the independence and integrity of this House as we remain committed to the relentless quest for our nation's sustainable progress and prosperity. Maraming salamat po.
Yun. Komento nga natin, haba.
Congressman.
Haba, guys. So, ganito lang yan, guys. So, ang sinasabi niya rito, wag nyo kaming paratangan. Allegation kasi yan na kami yung nagpapasimula ng pirma, yung People's Initiative. Hindi. Ayan yung mga sinasabi ng grassroots, sabi nga niya, na maliliit na mamayang Pilipino para amyendahan nyo o baguhin nyo yung konstitusyon patungkol sa pagninegosyo. Kasi nga, nag-aalangan yung mga negosyante sa ibang bansa na pumasok dito dahil yung konstitusyon natin ay nag-aalangan sila, hindi naaayon sa kanilang benepisyo doon sa mga negosyante taga-ibang bansa. So, kung babaguhin nga rin yung konstitusyon patungkol dyan sa pagninegosyo dito sa Pilipinas, yun lang ang kanilang babaguhin. Di umano, ayon sa kanila. Yun lang naman at wag raw silang bigyan ng paratang kasi co-equal government sila. Sila merong kanya-kanyang power at may sarili-sariling power dahil co-equal government nga raw sila. So, yun lang po. Ganun lang kasimple yung kanya speech. Kaya lang, medyo mahaba, English pa. So, kinuha na lang natin yung pinakabuod. Ganun lang kasi. Tapos, yun, binabasa nga niya para siguro, sa ganang aking pagsusuri, papogi effect din yun para sa Speaker of the House. Di man, siguro, ganun. Ako'y nagsusuri lang po dito. So, ituloy po natin. Meron pang susunod na magsasalita.
Of NUP. Majority Leader, please.
Mr. Speaker, I move to recognize Representative Robert Ace Barbers of the 2nd District of Surigao del Norte.
Mahaba rin
Congressman
ito.
Representative Barbers is recognized for his
Mahaba rin ito,
manifestation. Please proceed, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Thank you, Majority Leader. Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed colleagues, and fellow citizens of our great nation.
Okay, yung fellow citizen.
Today, I stand before you as a proud leader of the Nationalista Party, compelled by our enduring commitment to democracy, to voice our unflinching support for the resolution presented in the House of Representatives.
Parang 1 for 1
This resolution, a testament to our democratic principles, expresses unwavering solidarity with the Honorable Speaker Ferdinand Martin G. Romualdez, and upholds the integrity and honor of the House in the wake of severe criticisms from the Senate. Our Constitution, the cornerstone of our democracy, outlines the processes for its amendment. The House of Representatives, under the guidance of Speaker Romualdez, has taken steps to amend the economic provision provisions of the Constitution,
Yun, economic provision
fostering
pala.
a
Yung
more
lang babaguhin.
investor-friendly and globally competitive Philippines. This initiative, embodied in resolution of both houses number 6, reflects our dedication to national progress. Yet, in the pursuit of these commendable goals, the House has faced malicious, imagined, and baseless accusations from some hallucinating and paranoid members of the Senate.
Ay, masakit yun.
Unfounded allegations of fraudulent initiatives and misuse of government resources have cast a shadow over the support extended by individual congressmen to the People's Initiative. However, as members of the Nationalista Party, we believe in the importance of due process and the presumption of innocence. The disrespectful and confrontational stance adopted by the Senate not only breaches interparliamentary courtesy, but also undermines the integrity of our parliamentary institutions. It is our firm belief that actions taken by petitioners of the People's Initiative were in line with legal and democratic processes. The accusations leveled against the House and the Speaker, while unfairly questioning the integrity of our chamber, are seriously wanting in substance and merit to deserve any attention. The Nationalista Party, therefore, stands in solidarity with the House of Representatives in rejecting these unfounded accusations. We advocate for the defense of the dignity and integrity of our institution and offer our full support to Speaker Martin Romualdez. In a time where cooperative governance is more crucial than ever, confrontational tactics serve only to erode public confidence and hinder our collective progress. Speaker Martin Romualdez has nothing but good intentions for the country. A leader who consults, listens, and values consensus as a tool in decision-making. A leader who always thinks of protecting the integrity and credibility of the institution and our honorable members. We call for the restoration of respectful dialogue and adherence to interparliamentary courtesy. It is imperative that both houses of Congress work in harmony for the betterment of our people and our nation. The spirit of cooperative governance must prevail over divisive conflicts. The Nationalista Party remains committed to upholding the principles of democracy, the rule of law, and the sanctity of our parliamentary institutions. We support this resolution as a formal denunciation of the Senate's confrontational tactics and a reaffirmation of our collective duty to serve the people with honor, integrity, and respect for democratic processes. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Ayun.
Maraming salamat, Nationalista Party.
Ayun guys, so, ayun, ganun din yung unang sinabi ng isang kongresista, suporta sila ng buong buo sa ating Speaker of the House, at ito'y kahalintulad din nung resolution number 1414 na ipinasa nila nung una, nung sinabi ni Pangulong Rodrigo Roa Duterte na raten di umano itong Kongreso, itong lower house. So, parehas din, tapos sumusuporta sila at yung People's Initiative na yun ay dinideny nila na hindi sila yung may pakulo nun o nagpasimula nun. Kundi ang kanilang pinagtutuunan ng pansin ay yung sinabi ng ating Pangulo na doon lang tayo sa pagbabago ng batas patungkol doon sa mga papasok na negosyante dito sa ating inang bansang Pilipinas. Yun lang ang sinasabi niya. Medyo mahaba pa. Tapos sasabihin lang na, okay, ewan ko. Kasi ako nung elementary, ako sa akin to. Nung elementary ko, gaya nga ng sabi ko sa inyo, pagka ako sumipsip sa teacher ko, talagang lahat ng mabubulaklak na salita ay sasabihin ko doon sa teacher ko para maalala niya ako na itong estudyante to panayang puri sa akin. At siguro, bibigyan ko ito ng mataas na marka na grado sa kanyang card. Diba? Ganun lang. Pero ewan ko sa kanila. Kaya lang, mahaba, sa akin lang, pagka ako'y mahaba ang explanation ko, mahaba yung aking pakikipag-usap sa aking guro, talagang gusto ko maalala niya ako. Para na sa ganun, pagbigay na ng grado, ng grade sa school, maalala niya ako. Nabigyan niya ako ng mataas na grado. So, yun lang po guys. Sa akin lang po yun. Ewan ko sa kanila kung bakit mahaba yung kanilang explanation. Pare-parehas din naman ang nilalaman. So, tayo po yung nagsusuri lang dito. At tuloy natin guys. Medyo naka-ano lang ako eh. Sino kaya yung kasunod?
Representative Barbers. Majority Leader, please.
Mr. Speaker, I move to recognize Representative Jose Pepito Alvarez of the 2nd District of Palawan for his manifestation.
Yun, sana naman. Sabihin lang yung suporta. Okay na yun.
Congressman Jose Pepito Alvarez of the province of Palawan is recognized for your manifestation, sir.
Mr. Speaker, mga kasama ko sa Kongreso, magandang hapon sa inyong lahat. Jose Alvarez po, kinatawan ng 2nd Distrito ng Palawan.
Okay.
I firmly stand to support Resolution 1562 and the leadership of Speaker Martin Romualdez. Thank you.
Yun! Okay. Dali, komentahan po natin. Nagustuhan ko yun. Nagustuhan ko yan, guys. So, sandali lang. Yun. Ganon ang pagpapaliwanag doon sa resolution number 1562 nila. Na sumusuporta siya sa Speaker of the House. Ganun lang kasimple. Wala nang pakulo-kulo pa. Nagustuhan ko itong 2nd District ng Palawan na to. Walang eklat-eklat na salita. Kung hindi suporta siya dun sa resolution nilang kanilang pinapasa ngayon. Di ba? Napakaganda. Saludo po ako sa inyo, Congressman, ng 2nd District ng Palawan. O, ituloy po natin. Ganun lang. Hindi na yan. Dami pang haba-haba eh.
Mr. Speaker, I move to recognize Representative Florida Rida Robes of the Lone District of San Jose del Monte City for her manifestation.
Representative Robes is recognized for her manifestation.
Pakinggan natin.
Please proceed.
Magandang hapon po sa ating lahat.
Yun, Tagalog yata.
Honorable colleagues, distinguished members of the House, and fellow citizens. As the leader of Partido Federal, I rise today to express our unequivocal support for the resolution upholding the integrity and honor of our House of Representatives, and to extend our solidarity to Speaker Ferdinand Martin G. Romualdez in these challenging times.
Okay.
The crux of this resolution revolves around the principles of respect, cooperation, and adherence to the constitutional process. It is grounded in the spirit of constructive legislative action. As envisioned by our forefathers in the 1987 Constitution, our support for this resolution is not merely a matter of party lines or political conveniences. It is a testament to our commitment to the democratic values that underpin our nation. In recent times, the House of Representatives, under the leadership of Speaker Romualdez, took a bold step in proposing amendments to the economic provisions of our Constitution. This initiative aligns with President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr.'s vision of a Philippines that is welcoming to investors and competitive on the global stage. Resolution of both houses number 6, which seeks a constitutional convention, represents a critical steps towards realizing this vision. However, the path to progress is often fraught with obstacles. A recent campaign initiated by ordinary Filipinos, the People's Initiative, has faced unwarranted accusations from the Senate challenging the integrity of the House and its members. These allegations, which suggest fraudulent practices and misuse of government resources, have cast a shadow over our legislative process and led to the suspension of acceptance of signature sheets for the constitutional amendment. Partido Federal recognizes the importance of scrutiny and accountability in our democratic system. However, However, when such scrutiny turns into confrontation and undermines the principle of interparliamentary courtesy, it becomes a matter of grave concern. The Senate's approach, as it currently stands, not only challenges the integrity of the House, but also impacts the spirit of cooperative governance. Hindi po kami nakikipag-away. Our support for this resolution is rooted in the belief that respectful dialogue and mutual understanding are the cornerstones of effective governance. The unfounded accusation and confrontational tactics employed by the Senate and others are counterproductive and only serve to erode public trust in our parliamentary processes. Minsan po talagang proseso ang nagiging problema, sabi nga nila. Pero hindi naman po talaga kung ito po ay napapag-usapan. In solidarity with the Speaker in the House of Representatives, Partido Federal stands firm in rejecting these baseless allegations. We commit ourselves to defending the dignity and integrity of this institution. This resolution is a call for unity, a unity that transcends party lines and personal agendas, focusing instead on the greater good of our nation. We urge the Senate to join us in the spirit of cooperative governance. Let us work together, respecting each other's roles and responsibilities, to foster an environment where constructive dialogue prevails. Our collective aim should be the welfare and advancement of our people, and this can only be achieved through harmonious collaboration. Partido Federal fully endorses this resolution. We stand with the Speaker, we stand with the House, and above all, we stand for the principle of respect, integrity, and democratic governance. Let us move forward together, united in our principles, for the good of our nation and its people. Maraming salamat po at mabuhay po ang bagong Pilipinas.
Okay. Sige.
Maraming salamat, Partido Federal.
Ano natin yan. So, yung Partido Federal, correct me if I'm wrong guys, ito po yung partido ng ating presidente, si FM Jr. So, yun, sinasabi niya dito parehas din ang kanilang babaguhin lang yung pag-i-encourage o pag-iimbita ng mga negosyante sa ibayong dagat para mamuhunan dito sa ating bansa. Yun napag-usapan nila kung maalala nyo guys, inutusan nga ng ating presidente itong si Senator Mig Zubiri na pangunahan. Kasi nakikita na niya, nagkakagulo na di ba? Nagkakagalit-galit na ang lower house tsaka ang upper house, ang Senado. So, inutusan niya itong si Senator Mig Zubiri na pangunahan niya yung pagbabago ng batas patungkol dito sa mga negosyante na mamumuhunan dito sa ating inang bansang Pilipinas. So, nautusan na tapos ngayon, hindi pa rin napiit yung People's Initiative. Ayun nga, ang sabi nila ay hindi nga raw nila sa kanila galing yung People's Initiative pero may budget. Yun, may budget na ibinigay sa isang bawat kongresista. Yun, hindi na ipaliwanag nila dito. Basta umaayon sila sa integrity at panunungkulan ng Speaker of the House. Sila sumusuporta dahil magaganda ang mga ginagawa ng Speaker of the House. Yun ang sabi nila dito sa lower house, sa House of the Representatives. Paulit-ulit lang. Yun lang ang sinabi. Parang iba lang yung words na ginagamit. So, tuloy po natin. Sino kaya yung susunod? Sana naman maigsi na yung speech niya.
Representative Rida Robes. Majority Leader, please.
Mr. Speaker, I move to recognize Representative Jose Bong Teves Jr. of TGP Party List for his manifestation.
Ano yung TGP?
Congressperson Bong Teves Jr., Party List TGP.
TGP ano yun? Taugama-P?
You recognize.
Hindi ko alam guys TGP raw
Mr. Speaker,
Okay.
fellow colleagues, as Executive Vice President of the Party List Coalition, and on behalf of the 57 member
a party-list coalition bloc of the 19th Congress, headed by our President, Congressman Rizaldi Itzco of the Ako Bicol Party List. We strongly support the resolution expressing unwavering solidarity in support of the leadership of the Honorable Speaker Ferdinand Martin J. Romualdez. In upholding the integrity and honor of the House of Representatives in the face of intense assault from the Senate in violation of the principles of parliamentary courtesy in undue interference in the performance of its legislative and constituent function. Mr. Speaker, ang koalisyon po ng party-list congressmen sa kamalang ito ay united at patuloy na solido ang aming paniniwala sa dilirato ni Speaker Romualdez at sa kanyang mga mabubuting adikain, hindi lamang para sa House of Representatives, kundi maging sa bansang Pilipinas.
Yes!
Sa katunayan lang, makikita natin sa media na siya po ang kauna-unahang leader ng ating bansa na tumulong sa mga nasalanta ng baha sa Davao del Sur at sa Davao del Norte.
Dapat lang naman kasi.
Marami pong ganong pangyayari ng ating speaker ay siyang nangunguna sa pagtulong sa ating kapwa Pilipino.
Wow.
Likewise,
trabaho niya yun,
strongly condemn the assaults made by our colleagues in the Senate towards a co-equal branch of Congress. Ang pahayag na sinasabi ng ating mga kaibigang senador ay masakit sa amin dahil tayong mga district at party list congressmen ay mga national leaders din katulad nila. We also elected by the people just like them at ang mandato natin bilang district at party list congressmen ay national in scope. Gusto ko rin pong ipalalahanin ang ating mga kaibigang senador na kayo ay lumalapit din sa mga district at party list congressman para humingi ng tulong tuwing kayo ay tumatakbo bilang senador. Sana wag niyong kalimutan na kabahagi po kami ng inyong panalo. Mr. Speaker, instead of attacking us, we ask our friend in the Senate to work hand in hand with the House of Representatives in accomplishing our mandate from the electorate by making meaningful laws toward the development of our country. To Madam Senator Amy Marcos, hindi po ba kayo natutuwa ng inyong kapatid ay presidente ng Republika ng Pilipinas? Also, the family of former President Rodrigo Duterte.
Okay.
Hindi po ba kayo natutuwa na si Vice President Sara ay katuwang ng ating Pangulo bilang pangalawang Pangulo ng Republika ng Pilipinas? Iwasan natin ang bangayan. Iwasan natin ang hindi pagkakaunawaan. Tayo ay magkaisa. Isulong ang bagong Pilipinas na gusto ng ating Pangulong Bongbong Marcos Jr.
Yes.
Once again, Mr. Speaker, on behalf of Elizalde Co, the party list coalition president, we stand solidarity with our Speaker, Ferdinand Martin Romualdez, and we support the efforts of our President Bongbong Marcos Jr. in his advocacy of bagong Pilipinas. Maraming salamat po.
Ayun, guys. So, komento natin guys, ha? Saglit lang. Yun, ganun din sinabi niya. Pero kakaiba to. Parang nangangampanya ba? Ito pa yung sarili kong pagsusuri. Kasi, kagaya ng pagtulong na yan, obligasyon nyo po yun sa isang bawat mamayang Pilipino dito sa ating inang bansang Pilipinas, ang pagtulong. Hindi nyo na po kailangang sabihin yun. Dahil yun po ang obligasyon nyo at sinumpaan yung tungkulin bago kayo naging kongresista. At bago naging Pangulo, bago naging Vice Presidente, yun po ang inyong pinangako sa bawat isang mamayang Pilipino dito sa Pilipinas. At yun ang mga plataforma nyo noon. nagpapagandahan nga yung mga kandidato bago mag-eleksyon Same din yung sinasabi nyo po na ang binabanggit nyo rito ay kayo tumutulong sa mga distrito nyo, yun po inyong obligasyon para sa amin. Kaya nga po kayo inihalal namin dahil kayo tutulong. Pero hindi nyo na po kailangan banggitin. Parang ganito yan yung issue ng nakaraan, ipinalibing ni dating Presidente Rodrigo Roa Duterte si FM Senior. So hindi naman niya inaano yun, pinagbibigay alam sa mga taong bayan. Yun lang ay naging history. Tapos ito naman pati pagtulong ba naman, talagang dapat kayong tumulong. Yun po ang saganang akin. Hindi na po dapat dyan. Sabihin nyo na lang, suporta ako dyan sa ating pinapalukalang batas na 1562. House Bill number 1562 na kayo sumusuporta sa Speaker of the House. Tapos na yun, tama na yun. Kasi nasabi na nga ng ibang mga kasamahan nyo dyan sa Kongreso. Pero pahabain pa, kagaya ko, ang haba ng aking explanation, komento. Ituloy na po natin, guys. Pasensya na po. Ito po.
FI Party List Coalition Foundation, Inc., Representative Teves, Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move to recognize Representative Mark Huangco of the 5th District of Pangasinan for his manifestation.
Representative Huangco is recognized for his manifestation. Please proceed, sir.
Mr. Speaker, District 2 of Pangasinan. District 2. I'd just like to manifest that I fully support House Resolution 1562. This representation finds that the Speaker has done nothing wrong.
Okay.
And it is a duty to try to end the constitutional ambiguity of our 1987 Constitution, Article 17, Section 1, Number 1.
Okay.
And it is our right as representatives to be able to express our beliefs to our constituents. I think that we have not overstepped our bounds in exercising that right. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Ayun.
Maraming salamat.
Ganun lang. Di ba?
Di
ba? Ganun lang kasimple. Sabihin mo lang yung iyong dahilan sa kaprasong pananalita at sinabi niya, suporta ako dun sa resolution number 1562 House Bill o basta yon, papasan lang mga batas, okay, ako pa masyadong mahabang explanation. Tuloy natin, ganun lang kasimple ang pananalita. Okay, tuloy. Ay, nawala. Saan na ba ako? Okay, malabo ang matang lolo. Okay, yan.
Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move to recognize Representative Michael John R. Duavit of the 1st District of Rizal for his manifestation.
Yan. Kongresista namin yan.
Duavit is recognized for his manifestation. Please proceed, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Thank you, dear colleagues. I will keep this brief. I don't think there's much to add. Except this, every resolution we pass is a formal and official expression of this body's sentiment at any given point in time. I'm here to tell our dear colleagues that we join them in supporting this resolution and merely to state that the sentiments expressed in this resolution are both widespread and real. Thank you.
Yun! Diba?
Maraming salamat.
Grabe.
Congressman Gabit of NPC.
Ganun lang kasimple, guys, di ba? In-express niya, yung ganun. Pero parang hindi ko narinig yung yung suporta. Ewan ko lang, guys, Ganun lang kasimple ang pananalita na widespread yung talagang nangyayari na nga ngayon So hindi na niya kailangan pa mag-explain. Yung galing ng congressman namin. Yan ang tularan nyo. Si Congressman Jack Doabit ng District, ano ba? First District of Rizal. Sorry po, Congressman. Ako po hindi maalam sa mga ganyang District 1, District 2. Basta kayo yung congressman namin. Tuloy po natin.
Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move to recognize Representative Maria Alana Samantha Santos of the 3rd District of Cotabato.
Ang layo niyan, sa Mindanao.
For her manifestation.
Thank you, Majority Leader. 3rd District, North Cotabato Representative Maria Alana Samantha Santos, you recognize.
Honorable colleagues, esteemed members of the House and fellow citizens, as an officer of the Lakas CMD party, I stand before you today to affirm my unwavering solidarity and support for the leadership of Speaker Ferdinand Martin G. Romualdez, and to defend the integrity and honor of our esteemed House of Representatives. This recent action of the Senate mark a confrontational stance and allegations against the House and its members constitutes not only a breach of interparliamentary courtesy, but also an undue interference to our legislative and constituent functions. Our Constitution, under Article 17, empowers us to propose amendments and revisions. In line with this, and supporting President Ferdinand Marcos Jr.'s vision for a more investor-friendly and globally competitive Philippines, our House has taken proactive steps. This includes the proposal of resolution of both Houses number 6, aiming to amend economic provisions in the Constitution that are barriers for potential investors. This resolution, reflecting our commitment for national progress, was duly passed by the House and transmitted to the Senate. The People's Initiative for Modernization and Reform Action, a private entity embarking on a separate yet parallel path, gathering signatures to amend the 1987 Constitution. Regardless, this initiative has been met with accusations from the Senate.
Paulit-ulit lang.
Alleging fraudulent actions and misuse of government resources. These allegations, which prompt the COMELEC to suspend the acceptance of signature sheets, are serious and demand scrutiny. However, this manner in which the Senate has pursued these allegations undermines the respect and independence that should exist between two legislative bodies. It is essential to underscore that taking criticism and engaging in constructive debate are fundamental for a thriving democracy. Nonetheless, the allegation leveled by the Senate not only challenges the integrity of our institution, but only erodes the public confidence in our parliamentary process. Such confrontational tactics are counterproductive to the spirit of cooperative governance. In this challenge, Speaker Romualdez has exemplified leadership by guiding us in upholding the dignity and honor of our House. This is our duty as representatives of the people to stand united in rejecting these unfounded accusations, to commit ourselves to defend the dignity and integrity of our institution. Therefore, through this resolution, authored by 283 House members, we express our firm solidarity with Speaker Romualdez and reaffirm our commitment to uphold the honor of the House. We denounce the confrontational tactics employed by the Senate, which harms the spirit of cooperative governance and shakes the public's confidence in our democratic process. We call for a return for respectful dialogue and adherence to the norms of interparliamentary courtesy. It is imperative that both House of Congress work in harmony for the betterment of our people and our nation. Rather than engaging in unproductive, divisive conflict. The Lakas CMD party stands resolute in its support for the resolution, dedicated to preserving the integrity of our parliamentary institution and committed to working towards the progress of our beloved country. Thank you.
Okay.
Salamat.
Ayan, komento natin.
Lakas.
Ayun. Parehas din na sinabi ng ibang kongresista. English nga lang na mahaba, pero yun pa rin, parang nangangampanya sa 2025. So, parang ganun. Ako po yung nagsusuri lang dito, ang haba-haba, pero isa lang yung sinabi. Sumusuporta siya, at yun. Tuloy natin, guys. Ay,
Representative Santos. Majority Leader.
okay.
Mr. Speaker, I move to recognize Representative Gabriel Bordado Jr. of the 3rd District of Camarines Sur for his manifestation.
Bicolano to.
Representative Bordado is recognized for his manifestation. Please proceed, sir.
Congressman Bordado.
Thank you, Majority Leader. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, just the other day, the Philippine Statistics Authority unraveled a rather unnerving report that the Philippine government missed its economic growth target for 2023 because of the debilitating effects of inflation, among other things. The economic growth rate was recorded at 5.6% year-on-year in 2023, a bit too far from 7.6% increase in 2022 and a tad lower than the targeted expansion of at least 6%. Yet, Mr. Speaker, the 5.6% growth rate in 2023 brought about, according to experts, by investment, services, and consumption, was good enough for the Philippines to overtake Vietnam and Malaysia, making it the fastest growing economy in the entire Southeast Asian region.
Ayun.
I therefore
sabihin, naiiwan na tayo.
The Marcos administration for achieving this feat, mounting problems and difficulties notwithstanding. In other words, Mr. Speaker, the economy is the be-all and end-all element at this stage. Just a short period after the devastation of almost biblical proportions wrought by the COVID-19 pandemic. So, Mr. Speaker, let's stop this political infighting now and collectively focus on further improving our economy and equitably distributing the benefits thereof to all sectors of society, particularly the marginalized ones. Mr. Speaker, as for the leadership issue in the House, Speaker Martin Romualdez has consistently demonstrated his exemplary leadership capabilities since assuming the post of majority leader in the 18th Congress. Even as a member of the minority bloc, Mr. Speaker, I am therefore expressing my absolute and categorical support for House Speaker Ferdinand Martin Romualdez and calling for the approval of House Resolution number 1562. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker.
Maraming salamat, Representative Bordado.
Majority
Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move to adopt House Resolution number 1562.
Ituloy na nga natin.
Thank you. Majority Leader, there is a motion to adopt House Resolution 1562. As many as in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those against say nay.
Nay!
Ayes have it. House
Nag-iisa
Resolution
ako,
1562 is therefore adopted.
Ayun. So, na-adapt na nila.
Majority Leader.
Diba? Na-adapt
Mr.
na nila.
Speaker, I move to recognize Representative
Meron pa.
Raul Manuel of Kabataan Party List for a manifestation.
Kabataan Party List Raul. Congressman Raul. Please proceed.
Thank you,
pakinggan natin.
Mr. Speaker. Magandang hapon sa ating mga kapwa mambabatas. Consistent ang representasyon ng kabataan sa pagtutol sa charter change dahil hindi ito ang solusyon sa malalim at matagal ng mga problema ng bayan. Sa katunayan, ano ang aral na nakuha naming mga kabataan mula sa kasaysayan ng ating bansa noong binubuyangyang na natin ito sa mga dayuhan? Lumala lamang ang pandarambong ng mga dayuhan at malalaking kumpanya sa mayamang human and natural resources ng Pilipinas. Dapat natuto na po tayo. Habang naririto tayo, nananatili ang malawakang disempleo, paglaganap ng mga trabahong di nakakasapat para magbuhay ng pamilya at banta ng kawalan ng hanap buhay para sa maraming Pilipino. Dahil sa mga programang makadayuhan at makakorporasyon. Mismong GDP growth targets ng pamahalaan noong 2023 ay hindi nito naabot. Hindi dahil sa konstitusyon, pero dahil sa mababa pa ring ranking ng Pilipinas sa Global Corruption Index, pagpapaubaya sa pag-develop ng local energy sources para mapababa sana ang presyo ng kuryente, at mga sistematikong problemang hanggang ngayon ay hindi seryosong hinaharap ng Malacanang. Charter change is packaged as the magic pill to the economic problems of the country. Pero ayon nga sa mga Gen Z, this charter change, it's not giving. That said, hindi dapat magsayang ng oras, lakas at rekurso ng bayan sa charter change. Dapat ituon natin ang ating atensyon sa pagresolba ng ugat ng mga problema ng bayan para maipatupad ang mga pangmatagalang solusyon. Tunay na reformang agraryo at ang pagtindig ng mga pambansang industriya. Ito ang mga sangkap para matiyak na may disenteng trabaho at nakabubuhay na sahod, abot kaya ang presyo ng mga bilihin, walang magugutom at may sapat na supply ng pagkain at raw materials para sa pangangailangan ng mga Pilipino. Also, Mr. Speaker, my conscience dictates that I speak in behalf of our fellow citizens na nagsumite ng mga ulat, nagsumite sa ating opisina hinggil sa mga nakikita nilang hindi maayos at hindi tama sa kondukta ng gumugulong na People's Initiative para sa charter change. That said, Mr. Speaker, this representation with the Makabayan Coalition abstains from House Resolution number 1562. Salamat, Mr. Speaker.
Yun.
Salamat, Congressman Manuel.
Komentohan natin, guys.
Mr. Speaker.
Komentohan natin. Ayun, guys.
Hi, guys.
Ayun po, guys. So, komentohan natin ng bahagya yung sinabi ni Congressman Raul Manuel ng Kabataan Party List. So, sa dinami-dami ng mga sinabi nito sa Kongreso, nung mga nakaraan pa, ngayon lang po ako humanga sa kanyang partisipasyon at ang kanyang mga komento dito sa lower house. Na ang sinasad niya rito ay ang ating pong pagtuunan ng pansin ay ang ating lokal na industriya, yung mga mamumuhunan ditong Pilipino dito sa ating inang bansang Pilipinas. At matagal na panahon na rin yung sinasabing trabaho, pagtaas ng sweldo ng bawat isang manggagawa dito sa ating inang bansang Pilipinas, ay yun po ang kanyang hina-highlight dito. Yun po ang kanyang sinasabi rito na proteksyonan nyo ang mga lokal na namumuhunan dito sa ating bansang Pilipinas. Hindi yung mga dayuhang mamumuhunan dito sa ating bansang Pilipinas. Kasi ang tama nga naman siya. Ayon po sa aking pananaw to at pagsusuri na magiging paborable lang sa mga dayuhang mamumuhunan ang mangyayari dito sa pagbabago ng konstitusyon. at ang mayayapakan at mayuyurakan ay ang ating mga maliit na mga negosyante dito sa ating inang bansang Pilipinas. Napahanga po ako sa kanyang paglalahad dito, sa kanyang pagsasalita dito sa lower house, dito sa mababang kapulungan. Kaya ako'y humanga sa kanyang mga sinambit dito sa lower house. Saludo po ako doon sa sinabi nyo. Pero nung mga nakaraan, hindi po ako sang-ayon doon sa mga nakaraan niyang statement. Alam naman natin kung ano yun. Pero dito, sa pagkakataong ito, sumasaludo po ako kay Congressman Raul Manuel ng Kabataan Party List. Ang kanyang pinoprotektahan dito ay ang mga lokal na mamumuhunan at ang mga manggagawang Pilipino dito sa ating inang bansang Pilipinas. Salute you, Congressman Raul Manuel ng Kabataan Party List. So ituloy na po natin, guys. Maganda yung kanyang sinabi, guys.
Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move that we recognize the Honorable Arlene Brosas of Gabriela Party List.
Yes, si Arlene Brosas.
Congresswoman Arlene Brosas, you recognize. Please proceed, ma'am.
Yes, Mr. Speaker, our position in the House Resolution 1562 is abstain for the following reasons. We have been consistent in Gabriela Women's Party in our stance no to charter change in any form, especially now during the Marcos administration. We opposed the so-called People's Initiative and we voted against the RBH 6. Lugmok na lugmok ang kalagayan ngayon ng ating bansa. Mababang sahod, kawalan ng trabaho, napakataas na presyo ng mga bilihin at pampublikong serbisyo. Ang lumalalang krisis sa bansa ang dapat na pagtuunan ng pansin ng House of Representatives at ng Senate. At hindi ang pagkakaroon ng pagtatalo tungkol sa pagbabago ng konstitusyon o charter change. Walang anumang direktang dulot ang tsa-tsa para tugunan ang mga kagyat na suliranin ng mamamayan sa napakababang antas ng pasahod, nagtataas ang presyo ng mga bilihin at sa malawakang pagwasak sa kabuhayan ng mga tsuper at operator ng jeep. Sa aktual ay lalong pasasahulin pa ng tsa-tsa ang mga suliraning ito dahil sa todong pagbuyangyang sa lokal na ekonomiya sa pakinabang ng mga nagdayuhang negosyo. Lalong palalalain ito ang mga patakarang neoliberal at magdudulot ng panganib sa demokrasya at soberanya ng ating bansa. Sa halip na iratsyada ang tsa-tsa at magkaroon ng pagtatalo ang mga kinatawan ng mamamayan sa loob ng House of Representatives at Senate, naninindigan ng kababaihan na mas kinakailangan tugunan ang pangunahing problema ng mamamayang Pilipino. Anumang moda ng pagbabago ng konstitusyon, mapa-People's Initiative o economic provisions, hindi ito tatanggapin ng mga Pilipino dahil ang tsa-tsa ngayon ay malinaw na hindi para sa mamamayan kundi para sa dayuhan. Ang panawagan po ng ating mga mamamayan ay kabuhayan, lupa, karapatan at kasarinlan.
Yun.
Hindi charter change, no, para sa iilan at para sa dayuhan. Maraming salamat, Mr. Speaker.
Yun, narinig nyo na.
Maraming
Ganda rin na.
salamat,
Komentuhan natin,
Brosas.
guys.
Majority Leader, please.
Ayun. So, yun po si Congresswoman Arlene Brosas ng Gabriela Party List. So, kakalintulad din niya ng sinabi ng ating congressman na si Raul Manuel. Ito naman po si Congresswoman Arlene Brosas ng Gabriela Party List. So, ang tinutukoy niya dito, marami tayong problema dito sa Pilipinas. Bakit pinagtutuunan natin ng pansin yung mga dayuhang mamumuhunan dito sa ating inang bansang Pilipinas? Bakit hindi natin pagtuunan ng pansin, kagaya nga nung sinabi ni Congressman Raul Manuel, na tumutok tayo dito sa lokal na mamumuhunan dito sa Pilipinas. Tulungan natin sila na makaahon at nang sa ganon, mabigyan ng tamang trabaho at pasweldo ang bawat isang manggagawa dito sa ating inang bansang Pilipinas. Yun po ang sinasabi nilang dalawa dito, na suportahan natin ang local industry, hindi yung mga dayuhang mamumuhunan. Although, makakatulong din sila, pero solusyonan muna natin ang mga lokal na mamumuhunan dito sa ating inang bansang Pilipinas. bago tayo manghikayat ng mga dayuhang mamumuhunan. Di po ba? So, nasasaklawan na po yung, kumbaga, natatabunan na ang mga issue patungkol dito sa ating mga local na namumuhunan dito sa ating bansang Pilipinas. Yun po ang kanilang pinatutukoy dito. Wala nga lang po yung pangatlong mga kabayan block na si yung isa, 3 yan eh. So, ako po hindi kumakampi sa kanila. Maganda lang po yung kanilang mga sinabi. Tayo po kumakampi doon sa mga naaayon sa ikabubuti ng bawat isang mamamayang Pilipino dito sa ating inang bansang Pilipinas. Yun po ang aking mga kinakampihan doon. Dahil yun po ang lubos na makatutulong ang ating mga lokal na namumuhunan dito sa ating bansa. Yun po ang lubos na nakakaunawa sa ating kapwa Pilipino dahil ang mga namumuhunan na yun ay mga kapwa Pilipino rin natin. At yun po ang dapat na tulungan. Kagaya nga ng sinasabi ni Congresswoman Arlene Brosas na yung agrikultura para mapunuan ang mga pangailangan ng ating mamamayang Pilipino dito sa ating bansa. Napakaganda po at yung mga trabaho. Although, sige, pasokin natin yung mga foreigner na mamumuhunan, magkakaroon din ng trabaho. Pero, yung magiging batas, ano po ang kahinatnan nun? Hindi po natin alam kasi nga, pinapanukala pa lang nila to. So, nakakalungkot po na inuuna nila yung mga foreign investors at hindi nila bibigyan ng atensyon ang mga local investors natin dito sa ating inang bansang Pilipinas. Nakakalungkot po. Hindi pa nga nasusolusyonan yon. Tapos ito na naman tayo. Mag-iimbita na naman tayo ng mga foreign investors na makakatulong din naman. Makakatulong din naman po. Pero unahin natin yung problema dito sa ating lokal. Dito sa ating inang bansang Pilipinas. Bago tayo dumako dun sa pag-encourage sa mga investors na yan. Dahil di umano ang sabi nga nila nung dalawang yon ay ito'y one-sided lang para doon sa mga mangilan-ngilan na nanunungkulan sa ating inang bansang Pilipinas. So, yun po guys. So, hanggang dito na lamang po guys. Mahaba-haba na rin yung ating naging vlog dito sa ating YouTube channel, DIY KKB Informative. Maraming salamat po guys sa pagtunghay. At see you on my next vlog guys. Maraming salamat po.